So what is up, everybody? Spatula here, and today I'm finally going to be bringing you this commentary, the iHate, that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm currently dog sitting, so you might hear like a bark every once in a while. Who knows? But anyway, I'm decided to switch it up, bring you a Titanfall gameplay instead of a Call of Duty gameplay, because people are like, yo, be original. I'm like, okay, here's me being original. I'm going to do Titanfall, even though it's like a super popular game along with Call of Duty. But anyway, I thought I'd do it. Not my best gameplay because I'm using some sort of shotgun thing because I had to do challenges to prestige. So it's not like I'm not using my regular classes in order to, do the best I can. But it's still pretty. I think I drop 100 points in attrition, and you need 300 total on a team of 6. So I did like the work of 2 people. So like I said, good game. And we're just gonna move on right into the topic, which is I hate children. And there are millions and millions of reasons to hate children, but I just picked out a few, and we're just gonna go over those. And if you're watching this right now and you're like, oh my god, I'm 13, I'm a child, this is basically like 1 through 6 is what I'm talking about. Even though some instances will, retain to some kids that are as old as me, like 19-year-olds, because I'm still like relatively a kid, because I still like rely on parents or whatever. But it's like, so for the most part though, it's like 1 through 8, because no, someone's texting me, because who likes those ages? No one. So we're just gonna go right into it. 1 through 5-year-olds, they are fucking loud. They are just loud. Like, for some reason, they just yell for everything. They just yell. Like, why? I have no idea. If they're not crying, they're yelling. Like, if they talk to you, for some reason, they're talking like a high voice. Like, it doesn't make. They're just loud. No matter what they're doing, everything they're doing. Like, they pee loudly. Like, they sleep loudly. Everything they do is loud and annoying. So I thought I'd just start it off with they're fucking loud. So no one wants to deal with that. 2 is they're stupid and they are bad at everything. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, because I mean when I was, 1, or not 1, when I'm 1 I can't fucking walk, so I'm pretty bad at walking at 1 years old. But when I was like 6, I mean I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Like if you're like me, or millions of other Americans, when you were like 5 or 6 you got signed up for baseball or soccer or football or something. Maybe not football, I don't know when that starts, but I got signed up for baseball. And I was shitty at it, because we started with a fucking T, which should have been like, it's a big enough sign to say, hey, we suck at this. We have to stand the ball up on a stand perfectly, and we still miss 1,000 times because we're that shitty. So basically, they do suck at everything. Everything they try and do. If they try and kick a ball, they'll miss. If you ever try to play catch with a 4-year-old, they just kind of hold their arms out, and you have to do all the work, and they still drop it. Like I could be like, hey, 4-year-old, come play catch with me. Hold your arms out. I will do all the work, and they would still drop it because kids are literally bad at everything. I could be like, hey, eat the sandwich, and then get it all over their face. Everything. They suck at everything. And they're also stupid. In the sense that obviously you're going to be stupid at 5 years old because you haven't done anything. But that's something that annoys me. If I go up to a kid and he's 5 years old and I say, hey, what's 5 times 5? And he doesn't know. Like, how the fuck do you not know? That's common knowledge at this point. Everyone knows what 5 times 5 is, but this little dumb shit doesn't know because he's not even in kindergarten yet or something stupid like that. No, but yeah, but kids are just genuinely stupid and bad at everything. So that's why, that made number 2. Also, third reason why I hate kids is my mom does actually in-home daycare. So it's one of those things where, like, I can't do a lot of shit because there are kids in my house. For example, I will be like, oh my fucking nigger dick. And my mom's like, hey, don't say that. There are children around. And I'm like, but mom, I'm mad at the game. So stuff like that I can't do. Stuff like recording this. Right now I'm not even home because I couldn't do it at home. But I also had to dog sit, so it kind of worked out. But still, it's one of those things where, like, I can't do a lot of commentaries or game recordings because there are children in my house that are fucking loud and stupid and bad at everything, like I already said. So I can't do a lot of shit because of that. And also the whole point of my mom's done daycare for since I was born. So it's like kids are coming in and out. I like some kids, don't like, other kids obviously. But I'd never want to have one. I never want to have to deal with one all the time, which is why I don't want and hate kids or children, whatever. Also, on to the next topic, because why not? Not my mom. They're also very expensive, children, because you think you have to do a lot. Once you have a kid, this is just I hate children, but now I'm on to I hate the idea of having a kid because of these reasons that I'm about to mention. 1, you have to buy them food and clothes. That's expensive. 18, 19, 20 years. Oh, maybe at 16 or 18 they can, get a job and buy their own shit. But for ages 1 through 15, you're buying them clothes. You are buying them food. Food, and that shit's expensive. And then school supplies. You're buying them school supplies. You're paying for, I'm assuming a 5-year-old isn't spotting you for rent for the house. So you're paying their rent. You're paying for every single thing they have until they're about 16, when they get a part-time minimum wage job and they can start paying for I don't know, a t-shirt once a month. You're still paying a lot of shit. And then once your kid grows up or whatever and he wants to buy a car, you're most likely, I know a lot of parents do, my dad did, they're gonna spot you they're gonna spot you someone on that car. Like, my dad spotted me $1,200. That I paid back, but he still spotted me the $1,200. So it's like it just never ends. Then even after that, even when they're in their 20s, they're going through college and you have to pay for that. The only time a child is useful is when you're like dying and you hope you did well with your kid and they let you move into their, you know, fucking 2-bedroom condo and let you die in their basement, basically, is the only like good benefit of having a kid. Because even then, like, you have their wedding comes up and you have to fucking spot that. It's ridiculous. They're so expensive. And also, moving on, this is back to like the 1 through 6-year-old range. They're needy as fuck. They're so needy. Like, if I like, at my age now, you could like sit me in a room alone because I'm 19, and or like put me anywhere and I would be fine. I pretty much depend on myself anyway at this point in my life because, you know, I'm 19, I work full time, blah blah blah. So I pretty much don't need my parents. But if you're 1 through 6 or 1 through 12 for that matter, you need your parents like for everything. Basically, like, I could sit you down in a room. Say I take a 5-year-old and I put him down. I'm like, here, watch TV. That would entertain me for a while. But if it was like, oh, I'm done watching TV, I could go do something else. A fucking 5-year-old will cry or freak out or won't want to watch TV, and will need you to like make him food because he's sad or something, and he'll want like, you know, SpongeBob macro. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying at this point. That's how I hate children. So, but no, they are just needy as all fuck. Like, you can't just leave a child alone and just like assume he'll like, you know, fend for himself. So that's something I would not be able to deal with. I'd be like, hey, fucking take care of yourself. Here's a sandwich. Here's the TV remote. Go to bed at 9 is basically what I try and do with my kid. And then also, another reason why I would hate children is if my child was ugly. I know this is like really shallow, but I don't care. If my kid had red hair, I'd fucking kill myself pretty much, because I'd be like, that's it. My kid sucks. Or if my kid had like some sort of like, you know, autism or fucking anything, any type of disease, I personally would not be able to deal with it. I wouldn't get rid of, well, no, I'm not going to have kids, so I'm not in this scenario, but I wouldn't be able to deal with it. It's one of those things that's even more expensive, and I don't like kids already. If my kid was like, you know, not perfectly how I wanted him, then I would hate them even more. So chance of my child being ugly or having a disease is another reason why I would not have a kid. But again, parents who do it, props to them. Me, I would not be able to, due to the fuck I don't have the money or time or patience or anything. If I don't like children, I don't want, like, you know, a special one. So basically I would not get children because of more reasons why I would not. Just because if my child wasn't perfect, I would hate it. Next is that they are destructive. Obviously, everyone knows this. This is another one of those things, if you put a child in a room alone, everything in that room is going to be gone. And I hope you didn't like everything in that room, because like I said, it's all going to be gone. So anyway, I just had to watch the dog, checked on the dog behind me. He was ripping something apart. I thought it was the couch, but it's a dog toy. So yeah, very destructive. If I were to put, you know, a child in a room alone with a TV and whatever, I could come back and the walls would be painted with magic marker and the TV would be broken, because children are just, they break everything. So this goes back to them being fucking expensive. They break everything, so you have to replace everything, even though you're already buying them clothes and paying for their school and paying for everything they own. But they're also going to break your shit and color on your shit. And like that recently happened to me. One little fucking little shit of a, he must be like 3 now, that my mom babysits, you know, she fucking went to go pee or something, comes back and the wall was colored with blue Sharpie. So like, why? Why do you have to do that? That goes back to them being stupid and bad at everything. Because, you know, if it was like a nice painting on the wall with blue marker, I don't think my mom would mind too much. But it wasn't. It was just scribbles. It was fucking scribbles the kid fucking had. So again, destructive as fuck. Everything you own, you have to watch them, because they will break everything. They will break, they don't care. They will break everything you have. And the last thing I just want to touch up on before this video ends is the fact that they have no attention span whatsoever. I could say, there's a little 5-year-old in front of me. I'm like, hey, little 5-year-old, what's up? And he's like, look at my ball. And I'll be like, oh my god, that's such a cool ball. Then I'll be like, fucking, where'd you get it? Then he would just like, he could just like walk away. Like, that's what children do, is just walk away once I ask them a question. Like, I could literally be like, wow, what color is your balloon? Then they'd walk away, because they don't care. They don't listen. They don't care. Apparently they thought the conversation was done, because they completely shunned me after I asked them a follow-up question that they didn't feel like answering. They're like, yeah, I'm done, which is how I wish I could be at my age. But anyway, that's it for the video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Leave down in the comments stuff you hate, and maybe we'll make a video on it. Like I said, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'm out of here.
Off when I enter the